Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the SEWNZ YouTube channel. You've probably landed here to find out how to sew the Goldies Socks pattern, a PDF version. Tiny little feet. There's a single layer and a double layer pattern. Let's go. Goldies Socks, we've got the front, the back, the cuff already drawn out and cut in tracing vinyl, ready to cut out the fabric. So fabric's cut out for a double sock. If you're doing a single sock, then you need a cuff, back and a front. If you're doing a double sock, these plus inner fabric back, inner fabric front. I've put merino. Okay, first sewing is the side seam from the top of the sock to the first marking, the ankle marking, and I've pinned it for all 4 socks so I can do a little bit of a factory run. So you can see how short that seam is. We're going to press it towards the back. I'm just going to press it towards the back because at the same time it's going to mark my centre front and centre back for pinning. Okay, so the next step is that we're going to find the centre of the front and the back toe and pin it together like this one. We're also going to clip in at this marking so that when you manipulate and do your sewing it's easier to work on. So I've pinned the front to the back, and this seam comes from about 3 centimetres in from the raw edge straight across, keeping the side seam here. When you get to this point, keep your needle down, pull around that seam, tuck it around the back, carry on around the foot, same thing here, needle into that seam, into the fabric, tuck it down, carry on back to that angle. Okay, so we've sewn the seams and now we're going to trim it, so about 5 mils, and it's only the clip in to the sewing to help it turn properly. Once you've sewn the sock, turn it the right way round and have a look at that intersection of the 3 seams and make sure there's no holes. We're up to the cuff. So your pattern piece has 2 markings. Join those, like match them, pop a pin in there and pins here, wrong side facing. That's your cuff, ready to sew. Pressing the cuff seam. So we've folded in half and pinned at the seam and centre. Okay, if you're doing the single sock, then mark the centre front and centre back, and you're going to match the seam of the cuff to the back. And we're doing it with the sock inside out. It's a little bit tight, especially the little newborn one, so watch out for your fingers and pins. And match them up. Make sure the side seams are going towards the back when pinning, and then you sew the seam, turn the sock inside out, the seam's on the outside but it's covered when the cuff's over. So I've got a clean tea towel, creating that foot size and using it for something to press against. Okay, so I've sewn stay stitch around the top of 2 socks, so that's the outside fabric on the inside and the inside fabric on the outside, and we're going to put the cuff matching centre back and pin it around. So I've pinned the cuff to the sock. We've sewn the seam, and when you lift up the cuff you've got that nice neat edge for inside the little kid's foot, and when you turn it the right way round and fit the sock together, and we're going to press down the seam allowance towards the sock. So we're pressing the seam towards the sock. All finished, and we fold the cuff over the sock, and it'll go on nicely on one's tiny little baby bare foot. Hi, you might be wondering why these are on my shoulder. I usually throw whatever I've done a sample of for the video on my shoulder. A little bit hard with boots. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learnt how to sew them. Just remember that if you want to find the pattern, it'll be on the link below in the description, and happy sewing.